today's project is a knitting fork. This was a tool that was used by the Vikings back in the days when they were roaming the earth in longships. So I am just going to show you how to do this very simply. They used to make very beautifully carved ones out of wood, but you can use just a toilet paper roll. You will also need a pair of scissors, see, and possibly a pen or pencil. And of course, you're going to want to have some yarn to do your project once you have your fork ready to go. So this is how you make the fork. First, you can draw the pattern of the knitting fork onto your paper towel roll. If you like, you can squish it a little bit flat first, okay? So, I'm going to quickly draw the pattern. So, I just drew a U shape so that the knitting fork will look a little bit like a broad, like almost like a letter Y if it had sides cut out of it, which the usual ones do. And usually they have a hole right here. Since this is a toilet paper roll, we're not even really going to need to bother with that. So just get ready to cut. Here we go. Okay, so if you were going to make it look like a real Viking knitting fork, you would want to cut the sides also and make a hole right here. But it's going to work fine just the way it is. So I'm going to leave it because that's easier. If you do decide to cut it out to make it prettier, you're going to want to glue it together. Make sure the hole goes all the way through and is big enough. You might want it a little bit bigger than that. Okay, but now let's just use it. Okay, so now here is how you use your Viking knitting fork. You're going to drop your yarn down in the middle like that, and then make a figure 8. Okay, and the easiest way to do this is just pick up your thread. You can pull the tail to make it tighter, and then you're going to keep turning so that you're always, you can either work on the left or the right, but you're always turning in the same direction and bringing the thread over, pulling it tight, bringing it over, pulling it tight. Okay, let's do that one more time. Let's turn. Bottom loop goes over the top loop, pull it tight, and then one more time, go over the top and pull it tight. Okay, and as you see, it's starting to make a little snake. Okay, so when you have your cord or your snake or whatever you want to make out of this long enough, you're going to slip the ends off. Okay, hang on to those loops at the top. You've tied your bottom just by pulling it with the top. Cut your thread. Put it through the first loop. Put it through the second loop. And pull. And you're done. And you can make cord. If you want this to be thicker, use thinner thread. You could also felt it. You can make bracelets, you can make toys or trim or whatever you want with this. And the Vikings did this too.